Right into the mic. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Right into the mic. A cough.
That was some
Nice.
phlegm.
No, it was a loogie, basically. It
There
was
was
a
some
loogie, and he swallowed it.
Phlegm in there.
He had a whole oyster. That's a human oyster, that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
When
you're
the
right.
tractor's there, you're obviously going to go cut the grass.
Haaland.
Yeah,
did
but
you see
I-
him throwing the
yeah,
ball
that's what I was gonna
back
say.
Yeah,
to
you could have,
Gabriel?
yeah, but that was after the fact.
I mean, Haaland should be banned for 3 games.
Hey.
What's up, guys? Back again with the Off the Bar podcast. Some big things have happened. Some would say unlucky. Some would say sad. Some would say Rodri got injured, and he's gone for the rest of the season. Well, you guys want to start there?
Sure. I mean, you went to the party, honestly. You guys have a little powwow, a little Rodri voodoo doll with a broken leg.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, this is going to show us like how much Man City rely on Rodri. The first game that he's gone, they drop points to Newcastle.
No, the first 3 games of the season, he wasn't there either.
Yeah, but
He
now
came
he's
back.
really gone. Now his aura,
His aura.
everything. He's not there. He's hurt, and they're gonna struggle. That's what I predicted, and it's very sad. Like I don't wish injuries upon any opponents. I
Except
don't.
Kevin Durant in the final. I saw you cheering.
It's not the same sport, but yeah, he's gone, and it's sad for the Premier League that such a great player is gone. But it's good for Arsenal. Let's just say that.
You don't have to pretend like you didn't, in your head mentally wish upon these certain things to certain players,
I would never.
Publicly, I know you like to show a face of a certain kind, but I know mentally, In every final and every match, you hope that somebody, a plane strikes them and the game continues to go on somehow or something like that. I don't know.
No, that is not true. When I saw Ronaldo crying off injured in the Euro 2016 final,
You were like, yeah, and then you realized,
no,
this is actually a
I
sad moment.
felt very bad for him. I was very sad. And that's how I feel about Rodri. I don't want anyone to tear an ACL. I've been there. I've done that. It's a terrible feeling. As soon as it happens, it's over. You saw him. You saw his face. He knew that his season was gone. And 1-1 against Newcastle. A little bit lucky, to only get a draw there with Gordon. You guys were saying it looked like a dive.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, Gordon dove.
I mean, look, I don't think there was definitely nowhere near enough contact on that play.
It was a dive.
I know. I'm pretty sure Walker didn't get the ball, but if I remember the replay.
What do you mean, Walker? I don't think you know what we're talking about there,
Ederson,
my friend. Ederson.
Oh, you guys are talking about a different call then.
Well, there was only one penalty.
Only one penalty goal.
No. I'm talking about the penalty shout that happened. I thought you guys okay, because later on in the game, Walker takes down, I think it was Joe Linton in the box, and he doesn't get the ball.
Oh,
okay.
no.
I don't know.
I'm talking about the actual penalty that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you're saying that was a dive. Okay, I mean, okay, that one. Okay,
get your phone.
Well,
go look at Go get your
wanna look at the
evidence.
other
Go
one.
look. I know you didn't
Consult
see it.
SofaScore.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought you guys were, because you guys were saying they were lucky. I thought.
No, Man City were
No.
unlucky.
Oh,
Yeah,
unlucky.
Newcastle were
Okay,
lucky,
because I think the lucky thing was getting away with Walker not getting the ball later on in the game. And
I don't know, Max. I think you should pay attention when you're watching the games. Or
I mean,
well, I'll
in
show
any
you.
case, obviously Newcastle are not among the worst players in the league, worst teams in the league anyway. Like, they're competitive. They have decent players. They're looking like a better team this
what
year
a
so
team
far.
they
This
have.
is what I'm
They're
talking
looking like a better team. But the point I was going to make was Haaland. Newcastle, out of all teams, you thought Haaland would probably put another 3 or 1 at least, and he just...
I mean, he's got to,
He's got to rest sometimes. I get that, but I mean...
Yeah, I mean,
It's a pretty, I don't know, it's a strange result against Newcastle, but I think even last year they lost points to Newcastle.
well, Newcastle, it's a tough team. They got a really, Bruno Guimaraes, Isaac. Oh, he wasn't there today, but Gordon, Barnes. It's a very strong team.
They stepped up.
Yeah. Tonali looking like a real
Yeah.
star.
Well, this is what happens when
Italian
the
players.
brainwashed become unexposed to players that are actually good in other parts of the world, and they come to the Premier League. And I'm surprised Tonali went to Newcastle of all teams, but unfortunately,
it goes to show when the best Italian players are going to Europa League level teams.
well, no, they could afford the fee that they wanted. That's
Yeah,
the reason.
That's why.
It's he would have easily went to United or any big team. Arsenal would.
Some
If they
would
didn't
say-
have Rice, honestly, if Arsenal didn't have Rice, they'd probably be better off with Tonali.
I don't know. Some would say Tonali gambled to go to Newcastle.
Tonali, like everybody else, he bet on a couple extra throw-ins for the game, and he made the throw-in potentially, and that's what happens. I would do the same.
I
If
don't know.
in what world where you can guarantee yourself times 10 on any bet that you don't do it?
When it's illegal, right? when you're you shouldn't be doing that. But it's okay. Italians, they're used to doing illegal things.
See, I'm not the biggest fan of Rice. I'm still not sold. I see
We're talking about the city. Can we stay on track for once, Mac?
Well,
We're always jumping around. We're talking about Tonali being a scamming little Italian. Oh, I almost slipped there.
You said a multitude of different things. You could have said Indian. You almost said Indian. You said Italian. You said idiot.
I don't know why I said.
But
Indian.
it's strange because Max, I don't think, was so off track here. I mentioned Rice. He said Rice. So maybe keep your. You just Arsenal won by 2 goals at the 97th minute.
We'll get to that, but he just
Keep
wants to
pipe
jump.
down.
He just wants to jump in and diss an Arsenal player, which he's learning a lot from you
Pipe
because
down.
that's all you know. That's all
No,
you do
because Rice
on this
is
show.
not very good. That's all.
He's a good defender. I just don't see I don't see him as a creative asset to your midfield. And I
You're
feel like
so. Dumb.
He
He had 8 goals last year. What do you have to say? That's not creative.
yeah,
Is that a creative? Yes or no?
that's not creative.
No. Is scoring goals creative?
I mean, no.
Yes or no?
No,
No,
It's,
hold on a
it's
second.
just swinging your foot.
Scoring goals is not creative.
Well, no.
well, then
I mean,
how about the highest goal scorer? He's got to be the most creative player in the world.
He's creative. He scores goals. It's the hardest thing to do is score goals, and you're telling me Declan Rice is not a good player?
look. I don't
He's a
think
defensive midfielder who scores goals. He takes corners.
But you guys don't play him at the DM spot anyway. He doesn't play the 6. He plays an 8.
No, he plays DM. He plays DM.
Oh, he doesn't really play. You guys don't really play a 6. You guys play like more 8s. You guys have 2 8s.
No, he plays. He's definitely he's the furthest back.
Well, I hope the goalie's the furthest back, and then the defense.
In the midfield. But
Which-
you want to explain yourself? Why is Rice not a good player?
I just the way I see him play, a lot of his passes are left right. There's not much of that through ball action.
I'll tell you what. Before Alexa gets a chance to, Max. Unfortunately, that is due to the Pep brainwashing that he's put on Arteta. That's unfortunately the style they play.
I don't know, but
It's
you
a style
see,
that
you see
Pep
City
plays,
play, and I
it's-
feel like City really their passes have an intention to them.
Well,
Whereas,
I think those passes are driven purely based off of the skill that certain player has. And when you have a player like Rodri, who can, I think Rice, I'm sure, is great at making those kind of passes, but obviously Rodri's proven to do so.
Rice is very good.
Undeniably, Rice is among the top players in the world right now.
I mean, he's good, and he's very.
I don't like him. I'll back you up, bro. I hate him.
He's very press proven. That's what I get. But I wish he would do more in terms of,
You clearly don't watch Rice enough. I don't know if
Max-
you're talking about white rice or brown rice, but this
in any case,
Declan Rice.
it's always the bottom part of the meal. It's never the juiciest part, and it's very bland, like the rest of England. But Max, I agree. And if I was to choose a player between Rice and Tonali, because obviously you haven't seen Tonali play enough, Tonali by far is way better than Rice, and it's only time will tell until it gets proven.
Very different players. Very
Yeah,
different.
one's way more creative than the other, Tonali, and they both play the same position. Tonali.
It's hard
is
to
the
say.
DM.
I haven't seen much Tonali. He was banned for a long time. For
Yeah, but
doing
if you
illegal
actually decided to watch international break and you saw him play with Italy, they would have never beat France without him.
really,
100%.
well,
You wouldn't know, though. I know you wouldn't
we'll
know.
see. But I'm just. Is there another defensive midfield in the Premier League other than Rodri that you would pick ahead of Rice?
But it doesn't have to be in the Premier League.
He said he overrates him. He says he's overrated.
I mean, I'd have to look into the more.
To be fair, though, when you go from DMs like Busquets or DMs like, if you want to say Cruz was kind of a DM, when you go from standards like that, Schweinsteiger, Lamb, or whatever, and then to Rice, not to discredit Rice, but
Rice is already, to me,
Let's hear it.
better than Casemiro. I think Real Madrid would use them on if you go back in time and you have Rice now or Casemiro then, I think Rice gets in. I think he's just a more solid all-around player. He's got a great legs in terms of running.
He's got a great heart. I'd say that, and I think that when it's not everybody has their preferences, and we don't want to get into these kind of details. We're a sports show here, but when a guy like Rice chooses somebody to spend the rest of his life with as the one that he's chosen, I start to question other decisions and his overall capabilities in general.
Hey, listen, I'm not going to sit here. Rice is a good guy. He found a true love. And I don't, it's not all about looks at the end of the day. I'm not going to sit here and criticize Declan Rice's choices in women. He has love.
I'm saying
which a lot of
general.
us, love is very hard to find.
It's hard to find.
And good for him, Declan Rice, for being a real guy. He's not out here with these, excuse my language, but these strippers that are just like these strippers, but they're just there to look good. That's what they are, right? And no heart.
Someone's girlfriend's gonna be really happy about this rant.
No, it's true. Some people just choose these strippers and they just stay there and that's what they look like. Like look at all these Mbappe. Yeah, he chose a stripper and it was a man. Because he didn't even look deep enough to realize that it's more than just looks. And I'm never going to criticize somebody for falling in love. No, I am not. Hey, Max, we're on the show right now. If you want to be on your phone, you can produce the show if you want.
I'm looking at in-depth stats for like players like Rodri versus Rice. I'll add some more here, but if we look at the passing statistics, the completion is 5% higher for Rodri.
Who?
He attempts a completion percentage.
Who?
Sorry.
For who?
For Rodri.
Who asked? Like I said, Max, I'm not here with my statistics and I can't tell you all these things. So I would like to go off of what I know and what you know. I don't want to spend 20 minutes on the phone looking like that. Take it off your phone and have a conversation based off what you know. I don't care about these statistics. I don't care.
This is what I know. Is that
no? This is not what you know. This is what Google knows. Put your phone down and we'll have a real conversation.
No, it's what SofaScore knew, and SofaScore always knows.
No, this is fburf.com.
No, but why don't you go to SofaScore.com? They always know.
SofaScore is the best app. Shout out to SofaScore, our sponsor for the episode. Max, seriously, stop going on your phone. The whole episode, I see you online like this. The whole time you're like this on the.
You're really starting to sound like an old Eastern European man. You first of all the hookers. These guys now with the hookers. And all the kids on their phones at the times.
No, that's what he's doing. Like,
I wanna find out exactly how Rodri compares to a top.
I never said anything about Rodri and Rice. I obviously will take Rodri over Rice. Why are you bringing that into the conversation?
Who do we want to compare it to then?
Yeah, anybody else. I don't care. You cannot tell me based off what you know. You would not take any other player in the Premier League other than Rice in his position, other than Rodri. I mean, Rice and Rodri are obviously clear. There is nothing that Rice can't do that everyone does. He is just the complete midfielder. He could score goals. He could pass. He's a great defender. He can run. He can run a game if you ask him to.
I just don't see it.
He doesn't. Yeah, you don't see it because you don't see anything. Because you're blind. You might as well walk around with a stick.
I watched you guys play today, and I don't really see Rice being
Max. Did you watch us play? Really?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, Rice was one of the best players on the pitch. So. Like I said, how were you watching? Were you watching with your ears?
I don't know, but what did you see that he did?
He just ran the game. Every time the ball was in the midfield, Rice was there. He's the first to the ball, the first person to get the second ball. He's just everywhere for Arsenal. He's up, down, left, right.
I don't know. He was invisible against Man City.
Oh my God, invisible. He was part of the team that with 10 men went to the Etihad for the half of the game. Who drew to City?
Yeah, well, so was a lot of players.
Write a book about it. At the end of the day, it's Knight and Chelsea, 4-2.
Yeah,
to Brighton.
Oh yeah, great segue.
Cole Palmer, 4 goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cole Palmer, man, unstoppable.
You mentioned
Yeah.
this afternoon earlier in our personal chats. Was it possibly Pep Guardiola's, worst ever,
Biggest mistake.
mistake maybe on a player?
100%.
But
Mm-hmm. The idea was for him to go on loan. Actually, he said. In the interview.
what makes you conclude to this? Get to this conclusion, I guess.
I mean, last year, to score 20 goals, get 10 assists in his first actual season. It's not like he went away and played a couple seasons in the Eredivisie and came back and was a better player like Salah or like De Bruyne or whatever. He went right away, and the player that they sold was one of the best players in the Premier League.
But
how can you not blame that?
What
on
other
Pep?
players do you think, if this one is his worst, which one, let's say, is his second worst?
I don't
mean,
think
you have people like Zlatan to compare
Because
to.
I was gonna say, I think Zlatan is his worst.
No, it's not.
It is
No, because
Zlatan was already proven.
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with him not liking, not thinking Zlatan was good enough to play. They had a personality clash. They were not, Pep Guardiola. Everything has to be his way.
Exactly. And I think that Cole Palmer, who wanted to have an actual role in the team, becomes a personality clash to Pep.
No, he just wanted to be able to play some games. He wasn't getting any game time under Pep Guardiola.
I mean, to be fair, who could you really take out of that team?
Well, they bought Doku as soon as he left. So why?
But he wouldn't have played on the wing anyway, as we see.
Yes, he would have. He would have played.
But today he played in the central count. He played
last
in
year. He
central
was on the wing the whole.
Well, yeah, but Chelsea had their own problems there. Like
a player as good as Cole, I think right now, Cole Palmer is already better than Phil Foden.
Okay, that's
Phil Foden's the bottom of my list in the trash bin.
No, Foden is definitely a better player than Cole Palmer.
Based on what?
Based on last season.
What about last season was Foden so much better? Where it's undoubtedly Foden.
Just I don't know. I mean,
has Foden ever made a team his? Like, this is my team.
Okay, well, when it's a shittier team, it's easier to make it yours.
Well, this is Chelsea Football Club.
What I believe,
yeah, a way shittier. You know how many players can make Chelsea his?
No.
Haaland makes
a
Chelsea
20-year-old,
his.
a 20-year-old.
De Bruyne makes Chelsea his.
But Foden does not.
Foden does make Chelsea his.
I think they're.
Look, they both played for the exact same team, and one of them got more minutes for a reason.
No, because it's a mistake. You think right now you'd rather have Phil Foden or Cole Palmer? Who would you pick right now to start tomorrow?
Right now, I want to see Foden play this season, but off of purely last season, Foden had a better season.
It wasn't. It's so much better.
Huge recency bias right now.
Was Foden the best player on Man City last year?
Yes, he was.
He was better than Rodri for you.
I mean, it was close, but yes.
He was better than Haaland, who scored 28 goals.
He was better.
What? And based on what, though?
Based off how crucial goals he scored, he was carrying that City team at points.
I disagree. I could name you 5-10 players.
Okay, but not the Premier League, because someone won Premier League Player of the Year last year.
Yeah, and that's a good point. But I feel like Cole Palmer had a better season. If he was on Man City, he would have won that trophy.
Yeah, well,
it's about who wins the league. That's who gets the player of the season.
Okay,
Alexis
well,
Sanchez should have a player of the
Haaland
But
win it?
the thing is I think Cole Palmer, when he got sent away to Chelsea, you have that mental, like, he obviously is somebody who likes to, based off of interviews I've seen when he talks there, he's quite the, I don't know, how do you explain it? He's got quite the ego, for example. He's confident in himself, which is great. And when you doubt, as a coach, when you doubt a player like that, makes you feel, instead of, feeling upset about it, he would probably feel angry. And he channeled that anger towards, trying to be the best player that he could be for Chelsea. And I think that's...
That was Pep Guardiola's responsibility to get the best out of Cole Palmer. And I feel like... do you think that he made a mistake?
Yeah, I think he definitely made a mistake.
I mean, it's unanimous to say that he's made a mistake because based off of the way he's played.
He should have sent him on loan. That's what he should have done.
But where would he even fit on Chelsea right now? He's not going to be the striker. He's not going to be the winger. Palmer.
What do you mean?
You don't want...
on Chelsea.
You're talking about City.
No, I meant City, excuse me. I don't even... Me personally, based off of what Doku provides, minimal or not in terms of goal scoring or assisting, whatever, but Doku, what he does is he offers a very fast, high dribbling threat on the wing for City. Palmer won't offer that same threat.
Yeah, but Palmer could offer you a threat in scoring goals.
No, but they want Haaland to score the goals.
I feel like if you have Palmer on that team, it's just a better team.
If we look at the goals...
Jack Grealish, no way he's better than Cole Palmer. No way. You can have a conversation about
No,
Foden.
no. You know what? I don't think Jack Grealish is better.
Grealish is a more creative player by far.
Why are you saying nonsense?
Okay.
Based off what?
But based on chances created. He is,
Max, good job. Chances created
Yeah,
and
but
assists.
chances created
is two different
versus
things.
versus chances finished.
Yeah, come on.
okay, but he has created more chances.
I know because he plays a position where you create more chances in that position.
well,
Palmer
no.
doesn't create chances; he
Foden's-
finishes chances.
No, Foden is the focal point of that team, and just because he squared the ball off twice or like a little
Who?
tap to Makadek Wekwe or whatever.
You mean Palmer?
Palmer, yes. Yeah, I mean, good for him. Like he's the focal point of that team, and he's gonna get a lot of goals and assists because of it.
Yeah, that's okay. So
They're not a team that spreads goals around as much.
He has somebody in Nicholas Jackson who couldn't finish his dinner last year,
Yeah.
and he still managed to get 10 assists in the Premier League. Okay,
But
Get Jack Grealish has never broken 10 assists in the Premier League.
Wait, this season before he got moved to
Did he get 10?
Villa,
What?
I don't know.
that Villa
He
season,
did not get 10
Oh,
assists.
I mean, he was injured for half that season.
Okay, he did not get 10
But
assists.
in the first 10,
You're not going to tell me somebody who's never gotten 10 assists in a season is a better creative player than somebody who just came off
Okay, well,
getting 10
creative
assists.
isn't just assists; it's
Well,
creating
to
chances.
to
creative,
me,
creative. The reason the word sounds similar.
assisting is the most creating, most
No, that-
innovating thing you
no,
can do in
no,
football.
because if I pass the ball to Messi in my half and he dribbles past the whole team, I've just assisted Messi and I've done shit all. It's a broken stat. Okay,
but how come he
Just
doesn't
be-
get assists? How come? Why? Tell me.
Grealish?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
You don't know because
I mean,
he good job. He's creating chances. He's beating a player and crossing it
to
in.
me-
That's a chance created.
If I could defend, for example, Grealish, he doesn't start every game, and if he does play in a game, he'll play maybe the last 20. And if they don't need the goal, then they're not going to
No,
play
he's been playing.
look, he's an amazing
hasn't-
player. Grealish,
Is he better than Palmer?
Cole Palmer?
Cole.
Cole Palmer?
But also,
Look,
before you
here's the
answer,
thing about Palmer, he is the focal point of his team.
Is he
And
better?
when
Would you rather have Jack Grealish or Cole Palmer?
Well, looking at it right now, probably Palmer.
No,
but
stop saying
it's not that easy.
probably.
It's not that
It
easy.
is easy.
No, it's not.
Simple.
Because if we look at how good Grealish was when he was the focal point of his team, arguably better than Palmer.
No, he has
When was
not.
the
He's
last
never
time-
been better than Cole Palmer. Never.
Grealish for Aston Villa before he got traded to City was a better player than
No,
Palmer.
he
but
is
he
not.
okay, but Grealish on Villa
Yes.
is the focal point.
And just like Palmer,
Palmer's not the focal
yes,
point
he-
of Chelsea.
stop.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
100% he
He's
is.
not.
Everything
he's
goes
the-
through him. Everything goes through him. The goals he scored are people laying it off to him and him, banging them in.
But he's not the focal point because the focal point is your main striker, for example.
No, not every
No.
team has a focal point
No,
as a
no,
striker. Messi's the focal point, and he's halfway down the pitch on the wing. The ball goes through Palmer, just like if we talk about Arsenal, Saka's the focal point.
Yeah.
Every fucking play goes down the right side, and then he cuts it in, he squares it. That's why, as of last game, every assist that Arsenal had gotten had been Saka's.
But listen, there's no way that Jack Grealish has ever been better than Cole Palmer.
Do you not remember Aston Villa Grealish?
Let Adriano say something.
No, but I was just gonna say I don't agree with Palmer being the focal point. I just think that Chelsea haven't found themselves in a team yet for them to really understand their focal point. Because Jackson, so far this season, Jackson's been scoring goals and getting assists. So as soon as they figure out what's their best main approach for attacking,
It's just give it to Palmer. That's all they do.
well, so far okay, but we're only 6 games in.
but
Where
that's what they
the
did
new
last year
coach
too.
Yeah, but last year was nobody else could score, so obviously they gave it to
Exactly.
Palmer.
So he's the
and he
focal
scored
point.
9 and he scored 9 pens. Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I think it's anybody's game, and it just ends up being Palmer being the end of it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Focal point.
Not necessarily, but anyway, whatever.
I'll
You were
agree.
gonna say
Anyway, you call me when Palmer and Chelsea beat Liverpool 7-2 or whatever it was.
Call me when Grealish scores a hat trick. Has he ever scored a hat trick in his entire career? Maybe in that game, actually. Maybe he did in that game. He could have been in that game, but Grealish is just not a better player than Cole Palmer ever was. He's slower. He's not as good as a finisher. The way Palmer has scored 4 goals again, he did it last year.
yeah, but I bet if you were to use an eye test bullshit to
Cole Palmer is brilliant on the ball. I think he's better than Rodrigo.
you think Grealish is a worse dribbler than Palmer?
Yeah, 100%. I think Palmer is just crazy. He's so good at everything. He's better than Rodrigo to me. Rodrigo on Real Madrid. I'd rather have Cole Palmer.
I don't know if I can get behind that, but I mean,
That's my opinion. I think he's close to Saka. He's not there yet.
You think he's close?
What does it take? What does it take?
Saka, your dragon god. You think he's you think he's still like like a little lizard?
What do you mean?
I don't even think he's in the same freaking.
You think Saka is way ahead?
I don't think. Yeah, and I don't think way ahead. I just think that Saka is his team's focal point.
Yes.
Palmer is not.
Okay, well,
I disagree.
Palmer's younger. Palmer still has time to potentially get injured. That might affect his mentality. This is, I don't wish injuries on anybody, but this is a true thing.
I feel like when Yamal breaks
in every
his leg,
sport, Yamal already, they rested him today. He came on and scored, but they already realized they're going to have to rest the 16-year-old little boy because he gets into crunching tackles. And good. Because Koundé thinks he can run up from half field, say something in French to these guys. Nobody gives a shit. He's going to get cranked, and I can't wait for the day because...
You can't wait. You said it.
I can't wait because it's going to prove me right.
Yeah, so you do wish injury.
No, I don't wish injury,
Yeah,
but I want to...
Absolutely horrible.
I can't wait for the day where these players get hurt and then come back, and then we'll see what they do. That's what I want to see. If they become good, then I'll start giving them their praises. Right now...
So when was Ronaldo's huge injury?
2014, 16... Ronaldo was injured, but you don't even... That's the best part. You guys don't even know it. Ronaldo's injured for like a third of his freaking whole career. He was struggling through a very severe ankle injury throughout the Euro, 2014.
Yeah, I broke my nose. That's Ronaldo's injuries. When he doesn't look good enough to leave the house, he'll stay home.
Unfortunately, unlike
player.
Messi, he doesn't get to have the steroids like they do in Catalan. Just like Rodri gets sent straight to Barcelona. No, don't go to England. Why use a doctor in England? What's the difference? Steroids in Catalan. That's what it is, and that's why Pep sends him there.
I don't know.
That's 100% true.
I mean, maybe he just wants to spend time in his hometown while
Yeah,
he's recovering.
I bet. Is he even from Catalan?
I don't know.
I don't think he's
from Spain, though.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
tell you that for free.
He's not from Barcelona.
I think he's getting ready for a move there, though.
To Barca?
Yeah.
He's staying at City.
He's bored at City, bro.
Yeah, probably. It's boring as hell in the Premier League anyway. And at City.
Anyway, Cole Palmer, yeah, we've spoken enough about him. I think he's the best young talent that England has right now, other than Saka
Other than Saka. Little asterisks there.
and Ben White.
And
Okay, let's go on to the Arsenal game. Again,
Lucky.
another victory against Leicester. We do that very often.
Wow.
I mean, imagine celebrating against a team that just came out of the championship.
Against a team that's won the championship.
And they almost beat you.
And the champions... And the Premier League, they won the Premier League 2014.
So has Nottingham Forest.
There's only one player left on that team.
So has Nottingham Forest. So then what?
Well,
Wait. So then what?
Today showed,
How the referees that you complain about, they 7 minutes.
yeah, well,
That was a little excessive.
7 minutes. Are you nuts?
that's what it was against City Arsenal, and everyone's
because
like,
there was a red card. There
Give
was
me
other
more.
issues.
No, Urian Timber was down.
There was 4 goals in this game. There was a bunch of goals, a bunch of time where Leicester players were sitting down, injured.
Game,
the goalie went
Arsenal
injured.
with another undeserved win.
Undeserved, yeah.
It's okay. Get your points.
Listen,
get your points to match City
I'm just gonna say something right now.
because you're not ahead of City.
No, but we will be. And
Okay.
the Premier League is coming
Well,
home.
you better watch out with Liverpool. They're at the top of the league right
I
now.
am not scared of Liverpool at all.
They
In
have the
fact,
same amount of points as you.
I am more
Oh, they're
scared.
ahead.
When you look at Liverpool's games, who they had to play against, Manchester United, which is the hardest team they had to play against, and they're crap. They're the garbage, trash. They went to Nottingham Forest at home. Actually, at home they lost against Forest.
Okay, but
Let's see what Liverpool goes to the Etihad, goes to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, goes to Aston Villa's home ground. Let's see what they do then. Because Arsenal, we went to
What's their next fixture? Is it,
I don't know, but we're gonna play them soon.
PSG. That's your next fixture.
Okay, that's easy. What are you talking about? PSG.
Atalanta draw.
Let,
Almost lost.
Okay, let's just talk about this Arsenal game for a little bit more. That Leicester goalkeeper, I don't know his
he was
name.
playing well, yeah.
Another Denmark guy, Danish guy. I think
He played well.
13 saves.
Schmeichel?
Yeah.
No, it's a different one. Schmeichel.
Oh.
No.
They tried to find this one looks better. 13 saves.
That save against Havertz's bicycle kick or whatever. Ooh.
No, there was even better ones. Calafiori, point blank header, he saved it. Ethan Warnier, he comes on and
I mean, I love a fan who likes to name his players with the right name, right? I love it.
Warnier.
Nwanieri.
No, it's Waneri. You don't pronounce the N.
You could though, and I did, and I still said it right. So
Okay, well, he comes on and forces a great save by the Leicester goalkeeper. Max, what's his name? Since you're a Leicester fan, let's go. Come on.
I don't know what his name.
You know, of course.
Danish friends.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I want to say something. Before you
Go ahead.
please. In maybe 4 matches,
Or
Arsenal
Madison.
play Liverpool.
Okay.
Okay, they have to play PSG before that, which is their next game in Champions League, which Europa League. They have to play Liverpool.
Yep.
Going to be a tough matchup. Let's just be honest. It's going to be a tough matchup. And then by the time you have to play United, which you're so confident in beating,
Easy.
it'll
When we
be-
get to the United,
it'll be March. No, it'll be March. That's
when we first play United.
yes, that's when you play United next. I just checked. Unless I'm
So they're leaving all the easy games for the last. I love that.
I know,
love when that
but
happens.
also maybe United's going to come into their own, and you're going to get handed a loss.
Maybe. What are they going to resurrect Jesus Christ and Cristiano Ronaldo prime 2008? No.
They
they're
should have
not.
kept them because he would have been scoring goals still.
And let me tell you this right now. Here's a hot take for you. One I truly believe. If Arsenal, in 4 games, you say, go to Anfield and avoid a defeat, I think that Arsenal will go undefeated.
Avoid a defeat. You mean just get a draw?
Get a draw, get a win. I think we go to the Etihad. We go to Anfield. We don't lose.
Now, is this a Arsenal? Is this an Arsenal undefeated asterisk? Meaning you lose every other game in every other competition, but the Premier League you technically don't.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm saying in the Premier League.
That's an Arsenal undefeated?
If we go to Anfield, we could go undefeated in the Premier League. Unbelievable. We would have went to Aston Villa. We would have went to Spurs, City, and Liverpool and avoid.
You do
Max, I
realize
can't wait. I
you
can't
have to-
wait.
You have to do it all again, right? Twice.
Yeah, at home though. I'm just saying.
Okay, you went.
After Liverpool, that would be the toughest game left.
You don't think you have a Bournemouth loss in you?
I
Yeah,
don't
no, I
think
can't
so.
wait. I can't wait for it.
Bournemouth is.
No.
I can't wait for like Fulham to come Smith Road. Just you should have signed me at the last minute of that time.
Plays for Fulham.
That's what I just
You
said.
said that? Oh,
Yes.
okay, sorry, my mistake.
Who do you think wins in 2 weeks? Liverpool or Chelsea?
Oh, by the way, you play Chelsea soon too.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't. Did you hear me mention going
Scored
to stand?
more goals to Brighton against you than you guys did.
Yeah, but they didn't get a red card, did they? You didn't hear me say, "Oh, we gotta go to Stamford Bridge." No, because I don't care. We're not scared. We're gonna go there. We're gonna absolutely bring them back to reality. Cole Palmer, what I just said about him,
I
is
can't
going
wait.
out the window
I
for that.
can't
game.
wait
mean,
to
I
him
don't-
to make it a chilly night in
Does
London.
Cole Palmer tend to score a lot on big teams? I feel like it's a lot of the times it's the Brightons and the Forests that he gets his big hauls.
He
in.
scores against big team. He scored a winning goal. He scored a penalty and the winning goal against Manchester United. They were losing in the 90th minute, and they managed to win the game because that's what Manchester United's about. They're about losing to teams in the 90th minute. Us, like you saw today, we're about
You're
winning.
about rigging it. Rigging it.
No.
Plus 7 minutes.
That third goal was
That's it, ref.
was-
Only 7 minutes.
What else do you want, Max?
those pinball goals. I swear to God, they drive me crazy.
Dedication,
nuts. They're
dedication,
nuts.
home,
all
fire.
their corner set pieces, it's a pinball in there. Who's blocking the goal? Who's shoveling the goalie? No, it's illegal. It's legal. It's legal.
Honestly, I'm kind of pissed at Arsenal's corner tactics of just.
Of course you
forming the
would be.
goalkeeper.
Of course you would be. Okay, so we've spoken about all the big six, except for Liverpool, who Liverpool again with a penalty, get a win.
Well, their penalty came first.
Yeah, but that's what they need. They need penalties to get wins against Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Yeah, they won by the same scoreline as Arsenal, so you
No, we won 4-2.
Yeah, they scored a.
It was
set.
4-2
I guess.
game?
Yeah, they
wait,
scored a
which
set.
one against?
I think it
Wolves?
was 2-1 against Wolves, no?
No, it was
Wolves.
1-0, I think.
Or
I
1-0, yeah.
forget.
Or no, you know what? I think it was 2-0, but you guys got the goal in like the last
2-0,
minute.
yeah. 2-0 though, yeah.
So I just said 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0.
Or maybe I said
Anyway, Liverpool again. Wolves, you should be beating them comfortably, right? Salah penalty merchant again. This is why I
Okay,
didn't
if you're
put
gonna
him
say
number
you
one.
Beat Wolves comfortably. You got to beat Leicester comfortably.
We did 4-2.
Okay.
How comfortable is that?
No, stop. That was far from comfortable.
But Max, what you don't understand is the goals they scored are the most absolutely they came from nowhere. It's not like we made a mistake or anything. James Justin turned into prime Gareth Bale and scored a volley that I've never seen anyone.
Wow.
And he scored another one. He scored
I know.
deflection
but,
goal.
I mean, if you're talking about goals coming out of nothing, you guys are the kings of goals out of nothing.
13 shots on target saved by their goalie. We had how many?
And
we had
then-
like 35 shots
I
in
get
the
it,
game.
and it's crazy that the ones that go in are the fucking.
Just one.
I know, but you
We
guys
scored
shoot.
3.
You guys shoot from anywhere. It's like it's the
scored
worst
3
thing
goals.
watching.
Anyway, you know,
That first goal, that was the one I was most pissed at. It just rolled through the whole fucking box.
a good finish by Trossard.
Yeah, it was a good finish. I was just pissed that none of the defenders could even. They just ball watching the whole fucking time.
Go ahead, say the stupid take. Yeah, not a hot take. Stupid take you have to say
What was it?
about Trossard. Go ahead.
Trossard right now in form is like one of the best
He can't
players
even,
in the
he can't
Premier.
even,
The
yeah,
fact
he-
that
he couldn't even get
they
it
get
out.
to use cup games to rest a red card is ridiculous to me.
Wait,
Oh,
why?
yeah, that is dumb. Yeah.
He should not be able to play this.
He should never have gotten a red card.
Okay, but he got one, so he shouldn't
They
be able
should
to
have
play this
you
Prem
know
game.
they should appeal that, and you know what? Give
They should
Trossard
appeal it?
Give Trossard a $5 million for that, for a waste of a red card which wasn't a red card.
You know what
They
I
should
think? I think you
compensate him.
should
Yeah.
put on a red suit, not a black suit. Red suit, fly to London, represent them, go to court, appeal it. While you peel an orange peel, appeal the peel.
You know what's crazy? Like today, James Justin actually stopped Arsenal from taking a throw in, and the whole stadium went boo, boo, boo. Because
and
why
you
was there
want-
no yellow card? Why? Because he was on a yellow. He would have been sent off. But no, it's Arsenal, so you know we'll give you a yellow for that. But every other team, go ahead, do it.
Man, this is my favorite.
It's
Like,
rigged. It's a
crazy to
riggedry.
me.
Rigidry.
Riggedry.
Rigonometry.
Yeah. Anyway, Liverpool very lucky to get a win. Yes, they're top of the league, not for long. We're going there for a game.
Did you see the call? I don't remember for which game, but the linesman, the ref that does like the board there, and he makes the subs. He was in the main ref's ear for a game. I think it was Newcastle versus another team, and he said, "Oh, you got to send these guys off because the two managers on the bench are freaking out," and he both gave him a red card. You see that? You guys didn't see this?
No.
Oh, well, somebody AI generated it so that you could like as if you could see. It looked, the way the lips were moving. It looked exactly that's what they were saying. But in any case, I just thought that was interesting. That I don't know if you knew that the refs that are not even in the game. And it was, I think
of
it was
course
Anthony.
they-
It was Anthony Taylor
Of course, they talk
that
to
was
each
on the
other.
side. Yeah, but
I see it
you
against
could call for a yellow card. Or
I always see it against Arsenal
I've never
games.
seen it.
They're
Against
talking-
Arsenal games specifically.
Yeah, the fourth officials like it. Okay, now's the time. Give him a red card all the time. All the time.
That's
He's
what
done
it
it against Brighton. Did it against City. Anyway, so yeah, that's the Premier League. We'll go into La Liga. Real Madrid play tomorrow against. Oh wait. Let's not forget about this. Two very mediocre teams, which I hate with a passion, are playing tomorrow. Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspurs. Pick your poison. I think this could be a -1 game. That's how bad these teams are. Okay.
Honestly, I think both these managers are kind of under the.
No,
Under the spotlight.
I think one of them is gone. One of them is gone.
I don't
One
know,
more loss.
One of them is a fucking walking corpse. He's an undead
Yo,
risen from the grave.
Postecoglou?
No, that guy's there. He's good. Postecoglou.
I don't know,
He's got aura at least.
Yeah, he's. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if he got aura.
That's a British accent right there. That's not a very good Australian one. You could do better than that, man.
Crikey.
You could do a better accent.
God.
Anyway,
Yeah.
What part of town you from, man? What part of town you from,
you see,
man?
that was better. That was better.
You know, Tottenham.
Can you do the Eric Ten Hag? I am fired. That's what he's gonna say soon. That's how he sounds.
Oh, it's funny.
He's done because this game, I'm gonna hate watch this game. And
I like every other game in the Premier League apart from the Arsenal game.
contrary to most Arsenal fans, a lot of them hate Spurs.
Oh, you actually kind of like them.
No, I hate Spurs, but Manchester United by far to me the actual, I hate even their logo, everything about Manchester United. Hate. I despise them. I hope that Spurs can beat them.
Nobody likes Arsenal either. So it's like it's the whole entire league versus Arsenal. Nobody likes Arsenal.
Yeah, even the refs. You said it for me better than I could. The league themselves, they don't want Arsenal to win. We know this, but
Thank God.
But thank God,
Honestly.
thank God, Rodri
Thank
got
God.
an injury. I mean,
What? So the
That's not what I meant.
hold on a second.
No,
That is
wait.
exactly what you
No,
meant.
that's not
the
what I
fact
meant.
that
I meant-
one main player on a different team.
No.
Thank God he got injured. That gives
No.
you a better chance because you know
Thank
that
God he-
without City playing at their best,
You didn't
that's
let-
your best chance.
You didn't let me
no,
finish.
that was a
Thank
true
God he
colours.
got an injury that wasn't so detrimental to his health and his well-being.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that's
It's
He'll-
just so that he's out
he'll-
for the entire season.
He'll be back in a year.
yeah.
Thank God it's not like a car accident. He's gone forever.
And
But
actually, that doubles to prove my point that we will see how good Rodri truly is once he comes back from this injury and how well he plays after the injury. Because
Oh,
up until now,
Okay, so a player is nothing until they.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
he could be 35 years old. And
that's not what I'm saying. How old is Rodri?
27, 28, 27.
Okay, so
He's up there.
he's coming to the peak of his prime essentially,
Yeah.
and fine. But for him to be considered the greatest of all time, because you didn't know anything about Rodri 2 years ago.
I did.
You really?
2 years ago, he was at City winning leagues. Talked about being
2 years ago.
Yeah, of course. 100%.
Okay, 3 years ago.
Of course, he's been there a long time. When he was at Villarreal, yeah, maybe I didn't know him.
Villa. He came from.
Villarreal, but
Did
no.
he come from Atletico?
When he started his career at Villarreal,
Oh, okay. Then
then moved to Atletico,
Oh, okay.
and then moved to
Man City, yeah,
Manchester
yeah.
City.
What year did he move to City in?
2017, 16, 2016, 17.
No,
maybe
no.
2018. Actually, 2018. You Max, you want to check that? You're always on your phone.
In any
anyway.
case, he only became relevant in the last 2 years. So
no, he's been around.
he only became relevant in the last 2
No,
years.
he has not. He's been relevant the whole time.
No.
Just now, people are realizing when he's gone.
Gundogan was more popular than him.
No, Rodri is
Yeah, Gundogan was more popular than him.
Yeah, he's been for City for 5 years. He transferred
2019.
18.
18. I was a year off. Okay.
That's okay. Don't worry. Hey. It happens.
No, I said 18 actually.
But
I
he
was
wasn't only he was only relevant for the last 2 years. That's
No.
just the truth.
Spurs. You guys want to do a quick? Let's try to agree on a combined 11 here for this game.
No way.
Well, like for the game.
For the game, yeah.
I like Vicario, honestly. I
Yeah,
prefer him.
Vicario.
Yeah,
is,
Vicario is unanimous.
Yeah, unanimous, 100%. You know, I could see Vicario pushing Donnarumma for that Italy.
No, you'll
spot.
never see that, unfortunately.
No,
No, Donnarumma is really good. You're just nuts. You're just nuts.
he's just tall.
No, but he's
Tall
also really
types.
good though, right?
Yeah, he's good.
You're just nuts,
He's
right?
good.
Okay.
Okay, center backs. Romero.
Yeah, for sure. Martinez.
I hate Romero, but
Romero's and Martinez, they're both Argentine.
I
They go
think
together.
Martinez has to be in it. Martinez is
Martinez
Solid.
is good. He's good.
All right, so we got the Argentine.
But
duo.
Van der Ven, you don't want to even have a
the
conversation.
88 peso.
The 88 place on FIFA. Fastest player in the Premier League, which is a crazy thing. Like,
Yeah.
how is that?
Van der Ven is the fastest player in the Premier League.
He recorded
On
the
FIFA?
highest speed.
No,
in the
no. In
Oh, in real life,
In real life, yeah.
yeah, in FIFA, who knows who it is?
it's not. It's Salah already knows more. Anyway,
Yeah, so Van der Ven, Romero, or do we go to?
I know. I
Martinez?
like Martinez Romero.
Martinez.
Plus they
Romero.
go
Van der
together.
Ven doesn't he play more like a fullback?
No, he's a center back.
Center
He's a
back.
center back.
Yeah.
Plus, I like Romero Martinez just because they the chemistry.
You know
there.
what? I think we have to get Martinez in, or else this is not a combined 11, or else it's going to be just a bunch of Spurs players. I don't think
No, I think
single.
I think at the forward position,
Okay, let's go left back Udogi, right?
yeah, Udogi.
I don't think Shaw. beats
Dallo,
Dallo's the opposite side.
Dallo.
but he can play both.
I-
He's been
I
playing
put-
Dallo.
Okay,
on-
but play Dallo on the right back.
Yeah, I brought Dallo right back. I like that.
I don't want Dallo.
Well, who do you want at right back?
Poro. He's
no,
good.
Pedro Porro's not that good.
He's pretty good.
I like Poro as well, though.
I
You're
can't
right.
respect a man that steals.
Okay,
people's
so we'll
girlfriends.
give them Udogi on the left. We'll go Dallo on the
Okay.
right.
Dallo's good. He just
Yeah,
because he
he's
plays
good.
on United, he looks so much
No,
worse.
he is good. He's their best. He got their player of the season last year, which is crazy to give your player of the season to a fullback, but that's how great they are as a team. In midfield, I think it's a wash, right? All Spurs. Basuma,
Who is it?
Basuma, Madison, and Fernandez. Actually,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You'd rather Madison over Fernandez? I mean,
Yeah, I feel like Bruno and Madison are competing for the same position.
I think Madison is a lot better than what he outputs in real life and like for Tottenham and stuff.
yeah,
He's
pretty
just
good.
not. He's just not
He's good.
performing.
Mason
the
Mount
same-
though, like the fact that where is he? Is he even injured? Or he
took-
just doesn't play
He
anymore.
just took a paycheck.
Yeah, but Mason
yeah,
Mount
that's-
is exactly what the English people and Premier League does. It's the brainwashing.
Can I point out we had an argument.
Mason Mount versus yes,
Madison. This was like 3-4 years ago, and,
and
you
you
guys
were right.
you guys call me a fucking. I swear, I was at that time. I was preaching Madison.
I
And
don't know. I wasn't there for this.
Yeah.
Well, Madison. I mean, but Mount is not good. Like, I mean, not that he's not good, but
He had a couple good seasons.
Yeah.
Well, he had a couple average seasons that everybody thought was good.
Yeah,
What happened to Draxler? What happened to players like that?
Yeah, you're right.
You know, this is what the mediocre player used to be like 10 years ago. Now that's our benchmark. Draxler would be freaking
Delafeo.
He'd be better than KDB right now. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, get out.
You don't even remember how good Draxler was.
Draxler was sick.
Think of Draxler.
He was linked to Arsenal for like 30 years.
Are we actually talking about Draxler being sick?
He was good.
He was sick.
He was sick, bro.
Lamar for Monaco.
The only Lamar we should talk about is that the Vine TikTok guy. Okay.
Not catching.
You don't know Lamar, the guy who he pretends to be Future. He's like,
oh, Lenar.
Is that the same guy?
Oh my God, you're just racist.
All right, so
I mean, I don't look. These are some bang average players you guys are naming. I'm gonna hear Lavezzi come out of your mouth.
Lavezzi was redonkulous.
Oh, stop, dude. These guys are.
What do you mean? Lavezzi is one of the best players Argentina has ever produced.
you're gonna look at me with the straight.
He is. He was great.
Where does he rank in Argentine
Top 15.
15.
Top 20.
Name me a better winger for Argentina.
Messi.
But we'll say Di Maria.
And then it gets tough. Lavezzi was great for Napoli. He went to PSG. One of their best players of all time. When he was in the World Cup, one of the most important players got injured. He was a fantastic player, Lavezzi. I really liked him. Okay. He's a great player.
He sits high in my books when you do the chink eyes when you go to Chinese.
This guy just say
okay, that's going away. And okay,
wait,
so
hold on. I'm not gonna find it in the video.
How do we find it?
We
already
no.
Just do
everyone's screaming their mic. Okay. It's gonna give that.
Beautiful. All right. So okay, let's talk about we might have to cut this. Okay. Midfield. Bruno.
No, you say Lavezzi. Oh my God, Lavezzi.
Bruno. We got Basuma. We're putting there.
I don't know.
No, Bissouma, yeah,
he's great. He's good.
McTominay.
He's gone. He's in Napoli.
Yeah. I know.
So is Højbjerg. Like they got rid of both their holding me.
Højbjerg was so good, man.
Højbjerg was good.
But I don't know why he left all of a sudden. He was
I don't know. I don't keep up with the Spurs talk.
Where is he now? Ajax?
But United just signed. We're forgetting a United boy.
Manu.
Casemiro.
Manu.
Oh, Manu.
Manu is good, man.
I don't think you can discard Casemiro just like that.
Yeah, well, he's gone. He's done, bro.
No, you can't discard Casemiro.
Yes, right now. Like if we're playing a combine of 11 to start tomorrow.
I still want Casemiro.
I don't know.
What Casemiro could offer is more than what probably the whole Tottenham team can offer.
When we did hero icon, I think that guy makes an icon.
No. First of all,
he definitely doesn't make an icon.
I think he does.
No.
Well, I think anyone who's part of an integral part of a triple back-to-back Champions League side deserves an icon card.
Okay, so Carvajal is an icon for you?
I mean, he's up there.
You know what? I could probably make it. I can make an argument for Carvajal.
Can you make the argument for Fernando Torres over Casemiro because he's an icon?
Fernando
Torres was
literally
because he got the upside of the British brainwashing. That's the thing.
But Fernando Torres is
the upside of
one of the best strikers the Premier League's ever seen.
The Premier League.
Yeah.
No, if I were to tell you
World
hero
Cup winner.
icon Fernando Torres, you'd probably say hero.
No, you'd say icon.
Icon.
Because he is
one. Was he starting over Villa for them?
He was playing with Villa.
With Villa?
Yeah.
Was he starting every game?
But he wasn't around. He wasn't really popping by 2012.
Fernando Torres
is like
Fernando
2000s.
Torres. Liverpool. They would tell you top 2 strikers they've ever had.
How would Chelsea tell you?
Okay, but he won the Champions League with them.
Yeah,
did he?
What? Yeah,
he did. He did. Yeah.
He just didn't play very well, but he actually won a Champions League.
Drogba, I feel like the
Drogba was there too.
Yeah, Torres was there. You don't remember when Torres was on a breakaway against Barcelona?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He scored.
Yeah, but the noise that Gary Neville made was funny.
He used to score during his time at Chelsea. He didn't score a lot of goals, but he scored a lot of clutch goals. That's what he was known for. That's true.
Yeah, he's a very clutch player.
Anyway,
one of my favorite players of all time, by the way. I love Torres.
Yeah, well,
Prime Torres, the speed this guy had, what he could do with the ball was crazy. His finishing, everything on that Liverpool team, man. He was my favorite player on Spain.
That's what I'm saying. He's got the British brainwashing. You don't remember him for doing anything else.
Yes, in Spain, he was a fantastic
But he didn't really do that much. It was more Villa. It was more Villa who got
Villa and Torres over both.
Yeah, but it was more.
So Villa's icon for you.
100%.
Yeah, Villa is a unanimous icon. I think he's got to be an icon.
I mean, the guy was crazy with that. You'll never see a player with a soul patch like that ever again produce what he did.
That's got to be the most Spanish thing ever.
Yeah, it is.
That looks exactly like Zorro. He looks like Zorro.
I can't believe people actually have that.
Well, it's not really part of today's style. I wouldn't say too much.
I
but
feel like he still rocks that.
yeah, he probably does
He probably
himself.
does. Okay, anyways, guys, we're gonna go back to the midfield here.
Gets home to his wife.
So let's go Mainu, Bissouma.
No, I
Fernando?
No,
No,
you
Bissouma
can't have
doesn't get in
Bissouma
there.
anymore.
There's two midfielders. Two midfielders.
No, 3. Menu.
Oh, okay.
No, we put Bissouma in there. Then I know it's between Madison and Bruno.
I think you still give it to Bruno.
I think
Just-
Bruno. So Madison doesn't make the common 11, which is.
I mean,
No.
it's sad that he shares a position with Bruno, and then
I feel like there's too many United.
But here's the
players.
thing. No, but there's not, because this is what I've been saying. On paper, United looks way better than how they're playing. It's only a matter of time for them to come into their own, and I think it's Ten Hag.
You've been saying that for like 3 years.
Anyway, left wing it's Son. Left wing it's Son. Now you're gonna tell me
striker. I mean, it's Solanke.
you think Solanke gets above every single striker United has? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm just saying. Isn't that crazy?
like what
Dominic Solanke.
has like
who else is?
who
else
does
is-
United have to compete in this position?
I don't know. I'd rather call up Lukaku. Like,
I don't know, man.
Like Xerxes not getting in above him. At least
no,
Solanke
no way.
scored last
Hoyland,
game.
no. Hoyland could.
Ole brava.
I just haven't seen Hoyland do anything this season so far.
Well, he's been injured.
Right,
So
well.
yeah, but he's back now, so we'll see what he does. But I think so. As you could put Son striker and Rashford on the left, but do we want Rashford?
Rashford.
and then
I'd rather
on the
Garnacho.
right, Garnacho has to be.
Yeah,
on the right.
Garnacho on the right. So what we
No,
doing?
Amad Diallo on the right.
No,
Yeah,
it's
no,
Garnacho.
It's Amad Diallo is he's on the bench. First
Amad
person to come
Diallo
on.
has been starting,
You know,
and he's playing very well.
Funny enough, Garnacho is in the top 10 goals plus assists in the
Oh,
top 5.
Garnacho is good.
He's good. He's
No, but if you look at the
No, Garnacho is good, and unfortunately, most of his points have been coming in the cup games and then
Yes,
like the
that's
less
what I was
important games.
gonna- I was gonna
But
say yes, he is.
yeah, he scored like 3 goals in that.
Yeah,
yeah,
2
and
goals,
3
2
Ronaldo
assists
celebrations.
in the-
That's
Yeah, but it's funny
That's
how,
my Lamine Yamal.
somehow Garnacho has made it into the top 10 players goals plus assists in the top 5 leagues.
good for him.
And-
I hope he continues to
you
do
know-
that. Right into the mic. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Right into the mic. A cough.
That was some
Nice.
phlegm. There
No, it was a loogie basically. It
there was
was a
some
loogie,
ph-
and he
there's some
swallowed it.
phlegm in
He
there.
had a whole oyster. That's a human oyster. That's his idol.
You have literally the goat.
But he doesn't.
To-
You don't have to like him.
No, but that's like
You know, it's
that's
funny.
like growing up as a poor Brazilian kid and idolizing Maradona instead of Pele.
Yeah, it is.
You just don't do these things, and this shows. You
No,
know, with
I
his
don't know
little
if
with
that
his little
correlates.
mohawk, with
I
his
don't think it
little
correlates.
with his little yeah.
He definitely doesn't have a mohawk.
does
He has a
Garnacho
coif.
get even called to the Argentine team?
Yes, he
Like, I-
does.
I
He
didn't-
shouldn't.
He does. He
He
was
should
in the
be
Copa
banned.
America team, and he wasn't in the World Cup. But
He should change nationality to Portuguese if he likes
No,
them so
it doesn't.
much.
He that has nothing. That's the most ridiculous thing ever. He can like any player. He doesn't have to like Messi. And it's funny that you say that because it's yes men like Di Maria who comment on his posts of him posing like Ronaldo after a goal celebration, saying you shouldn't celebrate like Ronaldo.
He shouldn't.
Why not?
Because what is he? Ronaldo? Is he Ronaldo's son?
He's a fan of
Let-
Ronaldo.
let-
you could be a fan.
let
As soon as you're not,
Cristiano
as soon as you're not
do
a fan
the
of
C.
Messi, as soon as you're not a fan of Messi, all of a sudden you get boycotted from Argentina. Same thing happened to Dybala. Dybala made a big statement when Ronaldo joined Juve, and he said, "Oh, the people in Argentina hate you." And then he finished off this statement by saying, "But I've come to enjoy Ronaldo, and everything that people say about him is false." And then he didn't get called up. Now he's starting to get called up a little bit. He finally got called up in the international friendlies. Wasn't there for the Copa. Wasn't there for the World Cup.
Who?
Dybala.
Yeah, he was.
No.
Yes, he was.
For what? Copa.
World Cup.
Was not there for the World Cup.
Scored penalties in the penalty shootouts. They always brought him on to score penalties.
He was there in the World Cup?
Yeah,
Yeah, he scored the second to last penalty for
in the
Argentina.
final.
Well,
He scored in the
okay,
semifinal.
fine. But, I mean, how could you not call him up, realistically?
Awful penalty. It was like,
No,
it was
down
like
the
a
middle.
slow down the middle, dude.
Yeah,
The
it's
goalie's
obviously
foot-
what he
Oh,
meant
goal's
to
a
do.
goal.
Yeah, but
Goal's
the
a goal.
goalie's foot was this fucking close, dude. You could see how relieved he was.
Well,
when
the
he-
goal's a goal in the pants. What do you want to
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna say, that's what I don't like about Garnacho. Like, I agree with you. You can like who you want, but like to do a celebration every single time, he's done all of them. He's done the C. He's done the one where he's like that. He's done the
Because
one like
I
that.
think-
relax.
No, because I think what he's trying to do is bring light to a player that doesn't get much light these days.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo doesn't get much light.
No, he's obviously the most talked about, but it's always often started with malicious or negative conversation topic.
Yeah, because he brings it on himself.
Okay, he brings it on himself. Fine. What are you going to tell me next? He's going to go fight in Morocco tomorrow night? Go tell me that.
So the final team: Vicario and net, and 2 center backs. We have Martinez and Romero. Left back Udogi, right back Dallo. Midfield we have Mainu, Basuma, and Bruno Fernandes. Left wing we have Human Son. Striker Solanke, and on the right wing we have
I hope he's not Alien Son.
Kulusevski.
No. We have
Kulusevski?
Garnacho.
Let's talk about Kulusevski for a second. Can he rival Garnacho?
I mean, I haven't seen him do much over the last 2 seasons. To be honest.
For a crowd chant, for sure.
Yeah, you're right. Garnacho gets in there. I just hope he finds God and realizes to stop. Like, he's doing the wrong thing right now with his career. He is. He's playing first of all for Manchester United. Terrible life decision.
Do you think that's how it works? You just pick a team and you say, "I want to go play there." He obviously got an offer, and that was the best one. And they're offering him obviously money.
Isn't he an academy?
He re-signed.
Yeah.
He's not an academy player.
Yeah, he is.
He's from the United Academy.
Where do you think they got this fucking guy?
Some shitty team like
No, he's from the academy.
Young Boys or something.
He started coming up when he was 17, 18.
But he's not English.
Oh, you didn't have to tell me.
No,
twice.
but I'm just saying, like, he's okay. He's academy player, good for him. I don't know.
Let's find out.
Okay.
And the verdict is, he was part of the Man United U18s. Technically, though, if we're talking about academy, he was from the Atletico Academy. Yeah. But he joined under 18.
Joined under 18.
That's not academy. Okay, so let's just cut it. Okay, we'll save you the embarrassment, and we'll just cut the bit.
Okay. Well, I was wrong for once.
Yeah.
It's not often on the show I've been wrong.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, if you read the comments on on anything, you're often wrong. But
they bought him for cheap though. They paid $500,000 for him.
Well, yeah, he's an 18-year-old player.
Yeah. Or U18, so he must have been like 17 when they. But
Could have been 15.
You know what's hilarious about the comments? It's like people will come and they'll say, "I'm back again to see this garbage take or whatever." These garbage takes.
I've not seen that comment.
Yeah, this guy, he said that. He came back to comment again.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Yeah,
keep coming. Keep coming.
You heard it here first. Keep coming.
Yeah. It was so nice he had to come do it twice. Comment. Keep going. Keep watching us. Hate watch.
You sound like an immigrant when you said that. Like, it's so nice, guys. You have to come twice.
Anyway, talk about immigrants. We'll go to Germany.
I don't think any of that's going to stay. Oh, if it stays there. Right?
Well, you're going to cut out the part where you were talking about grapes.
Yeah, and raisins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Right into the mic. Thank you, guys. Right into the mic. A cough.
Some
nice.
phlegm.
No, it was a loogie, basically. It was a loogie, and he swallowed it. He had a whole oyster. That's a human oyster, that. Okay, next to the Bundesliga.
All right.
To the gentlemen.
Big draw.
Big draw.
Yeah.
Bayern
What did they draw?
Bayern Leverkusen.
Versus Bayern Munich.
Yeah. Leverkusen versus Barca.
They tied.
Yeah, they tied. 1-1.
Yeah.
There's not much to say. It was a pretty uneventful game, 1-1. It's like Harry Kane, at the big moments, at the big stage. What can you do? Not much.
Well, that's why he's not a great striker.
He is a great striker, but I feel...
Top of the list, by the way, goals and assists.
This season?
Top 5 leagues.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. A lot of penalties, but, we don't talk about that here.
Hat trick of penalties.
Olise looking like one of the best players in the world.
Also on that list, he's like number 6.
Olise?
Why do you think the farmers are so healthy? Because they have vegetables
Lexi was number 2?
right into their yard.
What do you mean?
And that's why somebody like anybody that plays in the Bundesliga or the Farmers League, it's just so much easier to pick these vegetables, like goals and assists, because they're right in their yard.
That's true. That's a good point.
So
the farmers do grow a lot of fruits and vegetables. Anyway, yeah. Who's gonna win the league? Bayern or Leverkusen? I'm going Bayern.
Who cares?
Yeah,
I'm
sure
some
people
Leverkusen. For
really?
Sure.
Why?
I just like the story more. I don't
think
know.
their team is better?
Here's the list, by the way, if you want to.
Well, they won last year.
Yeah, they won last year. I don't know if their team's better, but I don't know. It's Bayern are just they kind of bully the league. I don't appreciate that. Like teams like Dortmund try to compete and then they just poach their best players. Like at least in the Prem, the top 6 teams, they're not they're not winning because it's not like City buys Saka from Arsenal, which is what it feels
No,
like.
but they buy
that
Calvin
feels
Phillips. They buy Grealish instead. Like it's still the same difference.
No, it's similar, but
It's the
it's not
same
their
thing.
it's not their closest rival buying their best players. Like buying
I guess you're right.
Lewandowski and Hummels from your closest rivals just seems unfair. You know?
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I never understood this about the Bundesliga. It's like when Lewandowski was leaving, like everyone knew he was leaving. It was all open, and like they stand up and they clap when Bayern when it's Lewandowski, what's his name? Lewandowski is. I keep mixing it up with Lewandowski. When it's his last game, they all clapped for him, knowing that he was going to Bayern.
It's because they already know it. They've been bent over
But
backwards.
how could this
season
happen?
after
Because
season?
I think it's the German. It's like the German mentality. It's the German culture. Like
I don't get
it
it.
happens. It happens.
Like
you know?
Hummels, he was in Dortmund and in his prime goes to Bayern, and
then
then
he
when he's
came
not
back.
in his prime, he comes back.
Well, then he came into a new prime. He became better. He was kind of like
I don't know. He was better.
he dropped form at Bayern for a little bit, and then he came back to Borussia Dortmund. Now he looks like a great center back again.
It's not easy. It's not hard to look at. Like that's why.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
When
you're
the
right.
tractor's there, you're obviously going to go cut the grass.
Good analogy.
You know?
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah, that's true.
Just cut the grass.
With the tractor?
With anything.
Talk about a mini farmers league, La Liga, right? Two big teams like who's
All
gonna
of a
win?
sudden, now it's a farmers league.
Well, now that
I feel like Atletico.
you're right. It's
Shut.
not really a farmers league.
Well,
no.
listen, if you're going to say it's a farmers league, then you got to keep it up.
I mean, Atletico has 2 titles in like the last 20 years.
Same as
I'd say it is, but I'd say it's always been so.
same as Ronaldo. Funny enough,
What?
Ronaldo only 2 La Ligas in 10 years. It's crazy.
That's okay. He won Champions Leagues instead.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He generated the club more money anyway, so what difference does it make?
More money than what? Atletico? Yeah, no shit.
Well, when you win a Champions League, it's generally like it's like literally impossibly like it's like not rigged. But when you win a league, like it literally can be rigged. So
but not the
like
champ-
But
the
the World Cup
referees
can
could be literally
the World
bought.
Cup can be rigged.
It can be, especially when the owner of the World Cup who's organizing it says it'd be really nice for a certain player to win, and then also the organizer of the literal competition says it'd be really nice if it'd be a shame if this player didn't win.
but when they do the 2016 Euros, completely legitimate, right?
What was so rigged about that?
Oh, no, of course. No, Euros completely legitimate. World Cup rigged. Champions League legitimate.
I
La
mean,
Liga
there's
rigged.
literal history of the World Cup being rigged in the past and none of the Euro in the past. And the organizers who organized the Euro also do the Champions League.
It's sad that Ronaldo fans had to come to
Yo,
this.
Alexa, we're frozen.
It's
Anyway.
sad that Ronaldo fans had to come to the fact that
You said it.
What?
You're the one who brought it up.
Yeah, but I don't think it's rigged.
just
you
feels-
generally think everything Messi's won is rigged.
No, I'm not. I just made statements that were also true. I didn't say anything that anybody was rigged.
Anyway,
You're coming to assumptions now,
Let's-
and I don't want you to make an ass of you or me, or Max.
let's go on to La Liga, guys.
Barca take the big L.
Yeah, Barcelona
Lame
lose.
story.
Hansi Flick, I don't know what he's doing, playing a B team. This is La Liga.
Well, so now it's the manager's fault.
It is.
Xavi didn't do anything last year.
Yeah, but I don't understand. You're on great form. You've won every game, and you change up
Well,
the whole
great
lineup.
form is like relative, right?
No, they've been by far the best. team.
You're upset because Lamine Yamal didn't start. Just say it.
Yamal didn't start. Rafinha didn't start. These are the 2 best players this season in La Liga. It's a disgrace.
Did Lewa start?
Lewandowski started. He
always
didn't.
starts.
He always starts because they have no one else. But yeah, stupid decision to not play them. I know there's a lot of games at this point of the season, but Yamal comes on and he scores because he is the best player in the world.
Okay.
And why would you not play him?
It's literally Real Valladolid.
Yes, who are like 5th.
Okay, but they're not like. Name me a player. You couldn't. I couldn't. I'll tell you now. I couldn't. So
can't-
just
I
say I know
can't.
you can't.
I can't.
Now, Yamal came on fresh. He scored. Good for him. He needs to rest too. And in theory, this would be a team maybe you'd rest. This should be an automatic win. But if Yamal was that good, he'd score a hat trick. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm just saying. Like I don't know if
He came on in the 60th, 70th minute and he scored.
plenty of time.
But I'll say this: like, what else can we say? They lost. They should have won that game. This is a big game to lose points when you're going against a super team in Real Madrid. I will say Real Madrid play tomorrow against Atletico Madrid. Big game. They always
game.
struggle away to Atletico.
Who doesn't?
I feel like they need Mbappe because Mbappe has not been it. Yeah, you can look 5 goals in 7 games. Doesn't look too bad on paper. But Mbappe, has he really lit up La Liga the same way Ronaldo was doing in his first season? So far, no. I feel like he has a lot to prove.
Mm-hmm.
No, but he doesn't have anything to prove as a player. So he just has to, come into his own, into the form of the team. The team has to start playing better as a team. And that's it. He has nothing to prove as a player. He's proven to be
He's
first or second best player in the world right now.
Yeah, but I feel like he wants to be named with the Ronaldos, the Messis.
Yeah, and so now he needs to start waking up.
He needs to start.
Yeah, it's okay, but it's only maybe it's their 5th game week.
Yeah, but we're getting into it. 5-10 games.
Yeah, okay.
In, we're in the season, 6 games into it, and three of his goals have been penalties, where he doesn't win them. I don't know what it is this game between him and Vinny. Like it's, you take one, I take one, you take one, I take one, because we can't score any other goals. So let's just share the penalties.
Listen, I have a feeling. I don't know if we're gonna move to a prediction, but I have a feeling Real Madrid's gonna hand Atletico with a real performance.
I mean, they haven't been doing it so far.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the game to do it, and I think they're gonna wake up. And Madrid, as a club, always tend to.
I'm gonna watch the game because it's gonna be a fun game to watch.
Well, I really
feel.
hope.
Is that the zone?
La Liga
No, it
is
won't be
not
on zone.
No. We're gonna have to.
Who has La Liga? Like I swear, Canada, get your shit together.
Yo tengo.
Get one company to license the top 5 leagues in the Champions League, and let's get over it, okay?
Yeah, I miss those days of TSN. Remember? TSN.
They didn't really have La Liga though.
They had Premier League. They had Champions League.
BN Sports had.
BN Sports had La Liga. Oh, those.
BN Sports still has La Liga.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
I'm not rich enough for that no more.
BN Sports still the commentators on BN Sports. What was his name?
Roy Hudson.
Roy Hudson.
Yeah, that guy, the most biased commentator you'd ever seen.
Oh, he loved Messi so much.
He did.
But you could. It was so nice.
I know he was good.
I hated being because it would always be, and I mean, not to just, we're about to, there'd always be like some North American guy partnered in with a British guy.
Yeah.
But that's us.
I like
us.
I liked his
we
partner.
can't really hate on them.
But I hate on him.
I liked
because
his
he's
partner. I liked Roy Hudson's partner. He was.
He was good. I like him. Yeah.
dumb. Yeah, who was it?
I thought he was bald.
I don't know. Was he
Unmemorable.
No, Roy Hudson wasn't bald.
No, his co.
Oh, I've never seen a photo.
Roy Hudson looks like a mad scientist.
He doesn't look like the greatest looking guy, but he was a good commentator. Anyways, who we got tomorrow? Max, Real Madrid, Atletico.
I mean, if I was a betting man, you go Real, but
Another guy who hasn't lit up the La Liga while making a big transfer this season,
Alvarez.
Julian Alvarez.
It's funny. He
Is he starting?
well, he leaves City because he's second fiddle to Haaland, and now Sorloth is sort of their main option right now.
Well, here's the thing: you got to play well to be able to,
I know.
I believe in you fight for your position in training. There's not that many managers that do it nowadays, but the few that do, I believe in it.
Simeone definitely. I feel.
Yeah, Simeone is 100% one of those managers, and obviously, he hasn't seen it in Alvarez, or maybe he sees a super sub in Alvarez, or whatever it is that he sees.
I will say this about Alvarez. You know how there's certain players, sometimes you see them somewhere and you're like, that doesn't make sense. Is there a more athletic striker than Julian Alvarez? I feel like
I think it makes sense to me. I think that's of Correa, though. Correa.
Yeah, Correa, Aguero.
Aguero, Falcao. I feel like they're all very...
No, they're not similar.
Yeah, no, not similar, but you have to have something to match the vibe. Like, you can't be the quickest, but you're not that slow.
You know. I'm gonna say
I
something.
think what you're thinking
In
of is a submissive player,
in
and
FIFA-
Alvarez is definitely a
Yeah,
submissive.
But
FIFA
doesn't
comparison?
Alvarez make sense for you to be athletic?
No, I'll give you a FIFA comparison. They're all 86 pace, 85 shooting, 86 dribbling kind of players.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you,
Right
but
there.
all the players that I
South
think
American.
of, the players that I think of that go to Atletico are all like submissive
like
characters.
5'8".
Just like you've mentioned, Falcao, and a lot of the times it is South American like players in general, but Falcao, Aguero, who did you also, or so we'll say Correa, they're very submissive characters, and by that I mean they'll just listen to their coach, they'll listen to whatever they have to do. They're not gonna be aggressive and no, I want to play like this or like
But I think it's more than... I feel like Atletico have some of the best strikers in the world, but they're never the best.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Everybody's a team. Everybody's there to be with each other. Everybody's happy for Like on the team, they're happy that we got the result
Yeah.
instead of like I played the best.
You know, that's a fun little conversation to have. Let's think of players that don't match their team. Here, I'll give you one right now. Lewandowski, to me, not a Barca striker. To me, I see him and I think Atletico Madrid.
Because Barcelona is like a Madrid, they're a submissive team.
But it's not about that.
No,
it's about
because Barca's
vibes.
their strikers are usually better dribblers.
Just better on the ball.
They're
It's
all
like-
their players, yes.
yeah.
But they work more with each other instead of saying no, just pass it to me. Like,
Just like
hand me the ball.
just like Aubameyang never felt like a Barca player to me.
Yeah, Aubameyang
But a submissive player
doesn't make sense to me.
was a submissive player.
I mean, not at Arsenal.
No, he wasn't submissive. See, this is where your
No,
argument
he was
falls.
submissive. He was
No.
just happy to be there.
He never gets what
Yeah,
he
because
wants.
at Arsenal he
always
played
gets
with
kicked out.
He played with freaking hot trash, and he's like, just give me the ball, I'll score. That's why at Arsenal he was like that,
I miss him, man. He was
and that's why Arsenal should get a striker like him, but they can't. They don't want to.
anyway.
Arsenal, just like their manager, is trying to not be a
Yeah, I'm
team like
surprised
that.
Griezmann didn't work out because I feel like he could have been well. He's good on the ball.
No, he's too
creative.
Atletico for me.
He's Atletico.
He's
I
too
I
Atletico.
I think Arsenal would have loved
Who's the
Griezmann.
perfect Barcelona striker right now,
Right now, that is playing right now.
like in the world? If you had to pick that perfect Barcelona striker,
See,
There's not a lot to pick from nowadays. The competition's
you know what?
very low.
I could see.
Martinez, Lautaro.
No, that's Atletico.
Well, he was there.
That's an Atletico.
I'm almost certain he was Atletico.
No, he was not. But
Where was he? Where was he before Inter?
I don't know, but not at Atletico. No.
Okay, well-
he was not.
obviously, are we thinking of like Suarez type players?
Barcelona. No, I think Barcelona. I could see Haaland there.
Haaland, you
No,
feel that
no,
as
no.
a Barcelona
No,
striker?
Yeah,
Haaland's a Madrid player.
Yeah, Haaland feels more.
I
Madrid
I
to
can
me.
see him in the jersey though. I feel like he's a very. I think I could see him there.
Like,
honestly.
I feel like Barca strikers are shorter and better dribblers. You know, that's the kind of
No,
Barca
but
striker
you
I
see Barca and Atletico very almost similar in a way. I feel like when they're finished at Barca, they'll go to Atletico. We saw that with Suarez.
Yeah.
You know, prime Suarez, Barcelona. Old Suarez, Atletico. David Villa, same thing.
Well, I mean, it went the other way for Aguero.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he got a heart attack or whatever before even starting, but
Yeah, poor guy. Anyway, I think that's it, boys.
no. But who is the perfect Barcelona striker if you had to replace Lewandowski? By the way, Lewandowski.
Right now, out
Killing.
there, there's not that much options.
Lewandowski's not having a poor season. by
No,
any
last year
metrics.
they wanted him gone, but it seems like Hansi Flick, who used to manage him, who won the treble with him at Bayern Munich, has brought out the best of Lewandowski. Good for him. I feel like he's showing why he is the best. A lot of people were saying that he should go to Saudi Arabia after last season because he was not very good. You know, scoring 15 goals in La Liga.
Well, what about someone like Ansu Fati coming back? What do you think of that? Do you think
Where is he?
he's a Barca again?
He's not a striker though.
Is he playing?
He was on the bench, I think, last game.
Is he back at Barca?
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's back at Barca.
Man, talk about failed wonder kids, eh?
Which is crazy because you know who has the record for the youngest Champions League goal? Ansu Fati,
Ansu Fati.
who beat Yamal by like 40 days. I mean, Yamal couldn't beat that one.
Wow.
It's crazy. Now he's back at Barca after that failed stint at with Brighton,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we'll see how he does. I don't know. I'm excited. Maybe we see the
I'm
old.
not excited.
You don't.
Never
you don't,
been excited.
You don't
for
think we
Ansu
see the
Fati.
old fatty back?
No, I don't think there was ever a point where I was like, "Fatty, that's
No,
gonna
there
be the
wa-
best."
Come
No.
on, there was a point where
No.
everyone was like,
He scored a couple tap-ins.
he scored a couple braces in the Champions League.
No,
and then,
he's nothing compared to Yamal. That's not.
well,
even
I'm
go
not
there.
comparing him to your mom. I'm just saying, like,
Anyway, I think we've talked about everything that went on in football this week. Is there anything we missed, guys? Anybody went to jail? Any fights? Nothing.
I mean, I
P
like.
Diddy.
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that the Arsenal City rage escalated. You know, with the more dialogue coming out about what Arteta was saying to Haaland about staying humble, and I feel like there's a real hate rivalry.
Haaland
brewing.
said it to Arteta.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, the other way, yeah.
I mean, this is what you get when you have real good teams. You know, playing each other. It brings out like.
No, but I didn't see this with Liverpool
Yeah.
City.
Sorry to
No,
break
it's
it to you.
nothing to do with it's nothing to do with good teams. It's just a competitive level. It's because I mean we probably didn't see it. I bet you live you could see it, but I know how loud Arteta likes to get on the bench and how loud Arsenal fans get anyway, and how loud Arsenal players get anyway.
And Pep Guardiola.
Pep gets loud, but he's not. He's a little bit
He's
more
a yapper.
calm.
He's a yapper.
He's a
Do you
yapper,
see Pep kick the chair after the California?
yeah, he
like Spartan
what's it
kicked
called?
He almost
Yeah.
broke his knee. He's not a very strong guy, Pep Guardiola.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah,
Some would
I'm
say-
not going to make these kind of assumptions. It's fine. We'll leave it to you. We'll just let you leave it on that assumption. But I believe that Arsenal and Arteta and whatever were probably very loud and blah blah blah. I bet you in the tunnel, Arteta, and what guy? And what you gonna do, guy? Now, like I bet you something like that happened. Less Asian, but I bet you something like that happened. And then that's why at the end, obviously they scored at the very last minute. But that's probably why Haaland said, "Be humble."
I mean, let's be realistic.
I don't want to be anti-Arsenal in this state, but I have a feeling that's probably what happened. You have to be. You have to honestly think about it.
We recall the Haaland.
Yeah,
you
but
see
I-
throwing the
yeah,
ball
that's what I was gonna
back
say.
Yeah,
at
you could
Gabriel.
yeah, but that was after the fact.
I mean, Haaland should be banned for 3 games.
No, he
That was-
shouldn't.
It was hilarious.
I mean, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you know,
you should-
VR did
you-
review it.
Yeah, and of course, because who did he do that against? Arsenal, and
No,
that's
but
why.
That's not a red card. It could be a yellow, but
It's a red card. You cannot throw the ball at
He
somebody's
didn't
face
see him there.
or
His
head.
he
No,
was
back
covering
there. It
his
doesn't
head.
matter.
He was covering his head with his jersey. You didn't see him
Can you
there.
imagine if
He was
his,
covering his head with his jersey. You didn't see him there.
Yeah, but can you imagine he was not covering his head and he saw Haaland do that? Can you imagine the fight
Yeah, but
that
it
would
obviously
have
did.
unleashed?
It obviously
I didn't
didn't
know one
affect him that
noticed.
much
It was crazy that nothing broke out of that.
because it
Yeah,
obviously
because
didn't affect him.
nobody realized.
No,
what
no, no.
happened.
If
That's
some-
not why.
Yes, nobody realized.
When you get the ball in the back of the head, you're not going to take your shirt off and say, "What the heck just
no,
happened?"
that's what I'm saying.
No.
If Saliba would have seen it happen.
Yeah,
he would've been
nobody.
like,
It
"Yo,
obviously
what-"
wasn't that detrimental.
Nobody saw it, bro. Look at the replay. He did it so fast, like a little sneaky
Yeah,
Norwegian.
but Gabriel didn't even put down his shirt to see what happened. He just stayed up with his shirt and he cried.
He probably
because
assumed
it
something
just happened. The worst thing that could possibly happen in that moment happened, and he wasn't.
He's probably
Brother,
not thinking,
it,
"Oh,
it
Haaland
barely
just-"
touched him. That's what happened.
No, but
Oh, he whipped it on him.
I mean, I don't know. It was probably not that strong a hit, but
Yeah, it obviously wasn't.
putting yourself in Gabriel's shoes, there, you're not thinking, "Oh, did Haaland just throw the ball?"
It's not about Haaland. If you're gonna get into the back of the head, you're obviously
And
gonna
he,
check.
Haaland's fast. He did it and he ran away.
Yeah, he ran
was
away.
gone.
He probably didn't. He probably
He thought the
think-
ball was just
like
Exactly. So that's double down the fact that because if he doesn't turn around, but he took his jersey off, you see Haaland sprinting off. It looks like that just did it, little rascal. So exactly, it obviously didn't hit him that hard.
Should he have gotten a red card?
No.
Why?
Because he didn't hit him that hard. It was nothing. It was
But
a
did
little,
he intentionally try to hit him?
I can't confirm or deny that. I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't in his head.
Of course.
I wasn't Gabriel. If Gabriel didn't turn around, then obviously it wasn't that
Max,
bad.
is that a red card?
I don't know.
Max,
I bet-
can you throw the ball at
I
people?
bet if a fight broke out of it and Gabriel would have turned
Wait,
around or
okay,
something,
we-
they would have
we've-
been
we've
more.
We've seen more malicious attempts at hurting people. Not
Yeah, but is kicking the ball like this away
no, but
more of a
remember,
red?
remember the World Cup where the
I don't wanna
Argentine
hear
player
that.
kicked the ball at the Dutch bench?
Yes.
That didn't result.
Paredes.
That was maybe like
It
a
was
yellow.
it was barely yellow, and the only reason why it was yellow is because it was an argument. But that was totally different.
I think that's more of a red than.
Yeah, that's 100% a red. That's a send off. Maybe even kick out of the tournament.
That was
But
fun.
no,
He was
that's
just
fine.
clearing the ball.
But it
Yeah, he was just
hilarious
clearing the ball right
'cause
into the
no one
bench.
noticed it, and then in the replays, you're like, "Did that happen?"
Yeah, and then right after that, Messi fully grabbed the
No,
ball
we're
out
talking
of the
about
air.
he's talking about
It's the
Haaland.
same game.
I know,
Haaland,
Haaland.
It's
Yeah.
just no. You're talking about Paredes into the bench.
Yeah, but then he switched it back to Haaland.
Yeah, sorry, I switched it back to Haaland. Got to keep up with Adrian. Anyway, but no, people noticed that the fight broke out. I'm talking about the Haaland. No one. The commentators didn't mention it.
Because he
because it was barely shown, and I bet TikTok, AI has its way with making.
I
things
don't know
look
how they
worse.
didn't review it after the game and be like,
No,
okay,
no, so
Haaland
it-
5-match ban.
It came
Because I'm
out
telling
that
you,
the DL
if
did review it.
if a fight would have broken out or something would have happened,
Why did you your accent? I don't know if that was natural or not, but you completely.
I stuttered and I caught
Oh,
myself.
okay.
That's what happened. I'm getting good at it,
Okay.
catching myself on my stutters.
It sounded like you changed nationality. You a fire. Go ahead.
That's it. If a fight would have broken out or if a bigger deal would have been made out of it, I'm sure they would have called for something.
They should have.
No, but
Haaland should
obviously
be
it
home.
wasn't as bad as you're imagining it, because if it was,
It was bad.
out of all people with the temperament that Gabriel has, I'm sure he would have turned around and said, "Hey, what are you doing, guy?"
Listen, at the end of the day, Haaland, he didn't score this week, so whatever. They might as well not have had him.
I don't
It's
know
always-
if that makes
Give me
any
Ipswich or give me death.
All right, guys. Well, I have to go to the bathroom, so thank you for watching, everyone,
Thank
for
you,
this
thank you.
week's weekly roundup. If you guys have any comments or anything you would like to see from next episode, let us know, because we're running out of ideas. All right. See you guys.
Okay.